Hello, hello. We'll get started in 2 minutes. Just want to do a little sound check, making sure everyone can hear me. Thumbs up? Perfect. Okay. Let's see if I can actually do the things. I'm gonna level up here for a second. All right. There we go. Oh. I love how I can't do multiple things at the same time. That's fantastic when I can't do that. Okay. And then in front of other humans when I can't do things. Okay. Music volume okay. Voice volume okay. All right. I'm going to try not to let my microphone die in the middle this time too. You know, why not? Okay. So let's all start down. And I'm good with however you want to sit, right? If you're sitting on your heels, totally good. If you're crisscross applesauce, I know Kathleen likes to sit with her leg behind her on the side. I'm good with all of those. I do want you to find a place where you can stack your shoulders on top of your hips instead of leaning forward or leaning back, right? We're in the middle of the day on Thursday. We're looking forward to Friday, even though for some of us that don't mean anything, right? But there's this circular rhythm to it all. We're left with a feeling of wanting, a feeling of not quite complete, not wanting to start anything new, desperately to button things up. So we're going to set that all to the side and drop the shoulders away from the ears. And maybe even take your tongue and drop it down behind the teeth, the lower teeth, just like lower it down, almost like I took my hand and just pulled down your face. You might even find that the lips separate. It's an easy inhale through the nose and an exhale through the nose. I'm going to do a tiny bit of retention breathing here. So if any time you need to breathe during this count of 6, guess what? You just breathe. It's okay. We're going to be holding our breath at the top and holding our breath at the bottom. All right, so gentle inhale. And an exhale. I'm going to start to count. We're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the nose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let it out through your nose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath outside the body 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the nose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale and exhale. Gently take your right hand, put it next to you. Left arm comes up and over. Now, if you sat in your deer pose or it's the only one I can think of. The other ones, you should be just fine to be able to lean over. Maybe even bend the right elbow, drop the right shoulder down. Think about your left hip. Press it down to the ground. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, maybe pull the left arm over a little bit more. Pull your gate closed, that's your abs. Lift up to the top and then just rotate it down. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Now this is gentle. This is not, I'm grabbing at your right hand and pulling it over to the wall, which I've done to each one of you, but we're not doing that right now, right? Relax, shoulders down, bend the left elbow, right hip is pressing down to the mat. You're not overthinking it. Take a deep inhale and an exhale. As you inhale, pull the lower abs in, come up to the center. Now take your arms in front of you, interlace, and then press out. Kathleen, I want you to be gentle with your wrists. Roll the shoulders down and back. Sally, make sure your neck is in alignment. And Kathy, do not hyperextend your elbows. Take the arms up overhead. Inhale. I don't get very far. You may not. Try to keep the inside of the hand facing up to the sky. Deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly pull the arms back in front of you. Keep your palms flipped to where you're pressing out like almost you're swimming. Take the arms behind you as far as you can with your wrists like you're swimming. Now lower the shoulders down. Everybody feel your back muscles? Yes. Inhale, pull the arms forward. And exhale, press the water open. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, I want you to feel your back muscles. Inhale, pull forward. And exhale, all the way open. Now you can drop your arms down, take them to the mat. I'm taking my fingers towards the back, the top, or the back of the mat. Ooh, words. And roll the shoulders down and back. Eye gaze to the sky. Let your head just hang. Huge chest opener. Gently tuck your chin first. Allow for your shoulders to roll forward. Your belly engages. Now take your entire weight of your body forward. Now you can still be in easy pose. You can be sitting on your heels still. It's all perfect. If you're on your heels, you just come into child's pose. Breathe in and out. Do a little break dancing here. Hands come in front of you. Send your legs behind you. Excuse me. Onto all fours. Take your time. We'll take some cat-cows here. You always want to start with a neutral spine, right? We're not looking in for, this is not neutral. Looking forward, making a crink at the back of your neck, right? That's not comfortable. Eye gaze maybe to the top of the mat, belly's in, knees are hip width distance apart, wrists are underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest up and through. It might be tiny, mine is today. Exhale, round through the middle spine, and press with the hands, press with your shins. Inhale. Exhale, lowest of lower abs are in the entire time. Inhale. My chest popped. And exhale. This will be our last one in this set. Inhale. And exhale. Neutral spine once again. Step the right foot behind you. Now you're on the ball of the right foot. Try not to shift your weight over into the left. And our body wants to send our head up and down, right? That is not alignment. Tuck your chin, let the top of the head come directly out from the spine. We're not shifting into the left knee. We're pressing the right ball of the foot down and then the heel back. Beautiful calf stretch. Shift the weight into your hands, lift the right leg up. It does not have to be as high as mine goes. That's not a thing. It can be higher than mine, but allow for your right hip to stay in line with the left. You will notice you're having to press harder in the right hand in order to not shift your weight over to the left. Twist both elbows towards your knees. Hold. Foot's flexed, toes are down. Inhale. And exhale. Gently lower the right foot down, ball of the foot. Those of you that would like to try here, keep twisting the elbows and lift your left knee up. Hold. Inhale. And exhale. Set the left knee back down, pull your right knee in, child's pose. Send the hips back to the heels. Once you have your hips down, flip the palms up to the sky, forehead down. Folks, I do not have my butt on my heels. It does not go to my heels. It's okay. This is still child's pose. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Flip the palms back over, come on to all fours. Now we're going to take pressure out of the shoulders and out of the neck by tucking the chin, pressing the ground away, twisting the elbows towards the knees. Step your left foot back. Now we're trying not to shift the weight over into the right. We're keeping the hips level. Press the ball of the left foot down and then press your heel back. You'll notice a good chunk of weight needs to be almost categorized over at this point to the left side in order to keep the left hip in line. Long neck, keep twisting the elbows. You'll feel like you're pushing down and forward, kind of like you'd get underneath, like all of us have pushed a car at some point or another, right? You're pushing your weight behind it. All right, shift forward. If you did it on the other side, lift the right knee up to the chest, pressing the ground away. Your belly's pulled in. Set the right knee back down. I think we held this a little bit longer on the other side, so I'm just going to let you press your heel back. All right, there we go. Pull the left knee in and then back to child's pose. Flip the palms up to the sky. Take your hands flat onto the mat. Separate your knees as much as you would like to. We're going to go down onto our forearms with a wide knee. Now, if you are needing to come up a little bit from this, if you're needing to come forward, that is all good. But we're getting these inner thighs right now, okay? Wherever you're at, modify it as much as you need to. Deep inhale and deep exhale. All right, pull yourself forward and then flip to your toes. Keep the knees nice and wide. Shift back and shift forward. Twist the elbows towards your knees. Yep. Shift back and shift forward. This is a good old-fashioned hinge. Shift back and forward. One more time, shift back. Guess what? We come forward, step the right foot back, step the left foot back. We are in plank. This will be the hardest thing you do today. Deep inhale and deep exhale. You may be on your knees here. I am still counting, I promise. You can flip to the tops of your feet. I promise I'm still counting. You can have your knees bent. I promise I'm still counting. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost done, 2, and 1. Set your knees down. Everybody comes all the way to your belly. Cross the hands on top of each other and then place your forehead on top of your hands. Let everything go, all the tension. I promise that was the hardest thing. It really is the hardest thing. All the tension go. Take your hands underneath the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet down. Sally, this one's for you. Squeeze the feet towards each other. Press the tops of the feet down. I want you to get ugly butt. Guys, this one allows for your SI joint to be strengthened. Glutes have ugly butt. You've got your belly in underneath you. I'm actually even okay if you use your hands to press away. But once you press away, I want you to pull your wrists towards your knees. Try not to look up to the sky. Keep the chin in line with the neck. Keep pressing and let it all the way go. Maybe you take your hands underneath your forehead. Maybe you take your left arm out to the left and look to the right. Either one's good. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Pull the hands back underneath the shoulders. Just get yourself all square. And then take both arms behind you. Palms are down. Lift the legs up. Lift the chest up. So you're pulling behind you. It means your triceps are going to be engaged. Longest neck. Thighs are up. Glutes are engaged. Belly's in. Full flying locust. And let it go. If you chose to, this time take your right arm out to the side and your head to the left. Otherwise, crocodile breathing is perfect. Both hands on top of each other, forehead on top of the hands. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Pull the right hand back in. If you had it there, press yourself back onto your knees, and we are going to come onto a side. I'm going to be on my right side so I can face you guys, and then I'll actually flip it around. Once you are on your right side, I want you to actually take your left hand and see what it feels like to wrap around the right rib cage. and how it falls down into the shoulder. I want you to press the ground away with your right forearm and use your left hand to lift the chest up to the sky. Now, we've made a kind of semicircle through the right rib cage. It also straightens the head out in line with the body, okay? Now, once we have that little wrap, pull the right elbow towards your right knee. Guys, what you're gonna feel is the entire underneath the underarm and your back right there fully engage. Pull your knees up to your chest. That might be challenging, that's okay. And then send your shins slightly forward. Hold. Now you might even start getting a cramp through the right side of the body. Keep the chest up. Keep pressing the forearm down. Belly's pulled in. All right, straighten your top leg directly in front of you. Point your toes. Directly in front of you might not be directly in front of you. It might be down, right? To, let's say, 2 o'clock. Okay? Lift your leg up and then take it to 12 o'clock. Lift your left leg up, take it back to the 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. We are only doing 4. Yep, take it back. Hello, ball and socket, and take it forward. I know you don't like me right now. Your right knee is pressing, your right forearm is pressing, your belly is in. Do not let go of your semicircle. Take it back and take it forward. I told you 4, we're only doing 4. Bend the knee, and then we're gonna go down to the hand. Now, a lot of you won't like this, okay, where your head is in your hand and it kind of feels awkward. You're more than welcome to go down where your head is laying on the arm. Either one is good. Pull the knees up to the chest. Now, we're letting the rib cage kind of fall this time, but I want you to pretend you could lift it up. Just in your mind's eye, pretend you can. All right, same movement. Left hand comes in front of you this time and almost feel like the top hip pulls forward. This time flex your foot, left foot. Send it up and over towards the back. So 12 o'clock. It's gonna feel a little better. And then slowly take it forward. I promise, only 4. And take it back. The toes are coming straight out of the hip. Yeah. And up and over. Hello, ball and socket, and forward. Oh, guys, I already forgot. I'm counting. Okay, I think this is the last one. And forward. Bend the knee in, and gently lower all the way to your back. All the way down. Find your happy place. Whatever that is. Mine's always knees bent. Lately, my hands have floated to my heart or even to my belly. Okay, same working leg. That'll be the left one. All right, leave your right knee bent. Foot is flat. If your knees are not bent, go ahead and bend them up. Right knee to the sky, left leg, kick it out. If you can take it to the sky, I cannot today, that's okay, because I want you to head for middle butt. You're gonna have a natural curve of the spine. I'm gonna roll my shoulders down and back a little bit, really making sure I have a good engagement through my back, my belly, leg is up. Here we go. Turn your toes, left toes to the left. Now, what happens here when you take the left toes to the left, your right hip is going to want to lift up. Take your right hand and pull that guy back down. Say, oh, that is awful. I know. Heel, lower. Keep your toes facing out, heels in, lift. Make connection lower between your head, your belly, your hip, and your heel. Lift up and lower. Keep the external hip rotation, and then check the weight in the top of your head. Make sure you're not using that as a focal point. Right hip still down. All right, this is the one. You're gonna leave it up to the sky And now, ooh, the yucky part, turn your toes towards the right. So now you have an internal rotation. Your left hip is going to want to lift up. Take your left hand, push that sucker back down, toes to the right. Here we go. Lower it. And lift it. Yep, you can get your breathing going with it. That is perfect. As you lower, mindful of middle butt staying to the mat. And lower, check back in with your toes. Make sure this is coming from the ball and socket, not from your knee. Oh, dang it. I think this is for, yep. You guys are gonna fire me for not being able to count. Okay, toes forward and give your ankle a big old roll. I know, it's on fire, right? And then reverse it. Ooh, and pull both knees into the chest, big hug. Big ol' hug. Ooh, feeling the lactic acid through the left leg, left hip. And some of you will just roll to the left side. I'm actually gonna do some break dancing and roll around to the other side. All right, now, remember, coming onto your forearm, I want to make sure my shoulder's not past, right, or like this, right? I want to save the integrity of the top of the shoulder. So I'm going to be bone stacked on the bone. Take your right hand and lift the chest up, right? So I'm not going to be here, right? I'm not smoking a cigarette. I can't believe I even said that, right? Okay, that's been 20 years. Okay, so lift the chest up with your right hand, pull the knees up, and then the shins forward slightly. I mean, a good rule of thumb is to pull them to the edge of the mat, but like if you don't get there, it's fine, okay? It's the idea of it. Lifting the chest up. Now notice, right, the head is gonna follow along with that. Keep that engagement. Top of the head is like a string pulling out. All right. Ooh, we're holding it. Forearm presses down, and then your elbow pulls to the hip. That way you've got a good semicircle. Long neck. Okay, here's that thing. You're gonna send your leg out in front. It's almost like you're pulling your toe forward, right? We don't want to sink back. Pull it forward and up and around. Now this is a pointed toe. And back. I know, let the entire joint warm up. Yep, up and over. Okay, secret sauce here, that's why we did plank, in order to get these muscles on the side of the body warmed up. And take it back. And this is our last one, take it forward. Woo! And bend the knee. Let's go down a level. If you went to a straight arm, go for it. Bent. Keep it bent, hand in the head. Knees are still up. This time your right hand is down and you're gonna almost lean into it. That way we're getting the proper muscle on the top of the hip. If you lean back, you're gonna shift it to the hip flexor. All right, so lean forward. This time it's a flexed foot. I have way more range of motion on this side, so I can take my leg up pretty far, okay? Don't judge yourself, just be like, okay, what's my range of motion? Lifting up and over, take it behind you. Toes are still forward. Try not to let them go to the sky. And up and over forward. We've got 3 more. Up to the back. And up and over. Is anybody noticing that your right side, the upper side, wants to start helping? That's why you're leaning forward. Okay? Up and over to the front. And up and over to the back. And we'll end with up and over to the front. Bend and roll onto your back. Happy place. Happy place. Taking a breath in and a breath out. All right, Leave the left knee bent, because we're going to deal with the exact same leg that was on top. So take your right leg out to the sky. Now you'll notice, as soon as you take the right leg up, sometimes the left hip dips, right? So I want you to take your right hand and just kind of check out where the hips are. How do you level those? Make sure you're not pressing into the top of the head. Toes are pulled back. Good and square. Yep. All right. I feel like I'm square now. Okay, that took me a second. Turn your toes out. Left hip, check it out, right? Push that sucker back down. Lower. Yeah. And lift. If you need to press through your left heel, please go for it. Lower. Ball and socket. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting some snap, crackles, and pops here. We have middle butt pressing, so good, clear spine. It's not blocked by any kinks, at least that we're doing to ourselves right in this moment. Yep. And lift back up to the sky. Okay, this is our favorite one. Toes in, heel out. Okay, guys, I make a huge sway when that happens. I drop my left hip down. I lift my right hip up. I almost do this thing like I'm going to sit in a chair. I got to straighten all that out along with the shoulders. And guess what? My toes don't go to the left nearly as much. Take your right hand. Press down on the right hip. Ooh. Be honest with yourself. Look at your right toes. Is your pinky toe going up to the sky, not flat with your big toe? Try to fix it. Lower. Ooh, mamas. Hello, tensor fascia latae. And that is a muscle. I know. I don't know where they come up with these names. Latin stuff. Lower. And lift. As you're going through this, be honest with yourself. What are you doing with those toes, right? Are you running from the muscle on the front of your shin? And lift. Last one. Lower. And lift. Big ol' ankle circles. And reverse it. And bend, set the foot down, all the lactic acid, let it run out. It's hot, fiery. Lengthen both legs out onto the mat. And maybe point the toes, give yourself a good old-fashioned stretch. Right, arms up overhead. Maybe pressing the heels down, maybe even engaging your glutes. We don't want to injure the lower back, so if you engage the glutes, you gotta pull in your lowest of lower abs. You gotta even it out. Here we go. Flex the feet, press the heels down. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, straight up to the sky, and then forward fold. Just let the body hang. Gently roll up, shoulders roll down and back. Again, shoulders roll down and back. Again. Reverse it. You can have your hands on your thighs next to you. Either one's good. Last one. Roll to the left. Most of you guys flipped over. Roll to the left, and then while you have your left hip down, we're going to take our left arm behind you. So you're on your right hip, you're on your left hip, your left arm is behind you, and you're looking to the right. Head comes down to the mat. Your driver is your right hand. Place it on the mat right in front of your neck, on the mat. This is your easiest, well, pretty close to your easiest passive heart opener. Most of us by 1 o'clock in the day, we have leaned over multiple things, whether that is our computer, the sink, brushing our teeth. Mine is Kathleen because she's had to stand up with 1 foot. We inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you would like to take this a little further, your top leg, which is your right, straighten it out, and then move it behind you slightly, and then start to use your right hip and rotate it up to the sky. Breathe. Slow and steady. Squeeze your lower abs in, pull the right knee back up to the chest, and then gently use your right arm to lift yourself back up. Lift the knees up, back to child's pose. Hips back to the heels, palms to the sky. Each one of these movements gives us an opportunity to clear out stuck stuff. And that stuck stuff is stuff that happens today, stuff that happened yesterday, and the stuff that's going to happen tomorrow. Open channels, sharing the work, body part does not have to do it all. One soul does not have to do it all. One community doesn't have to do it all. We share. But in that sharing, we have to ask for what we need. Showing up here starts with that one muscle. Pull yourself forward once again. All right, right hip, but I'm going to do my break dancing, but you don't have to. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you guys. So lower to the right hip. This time, your left hand's your driver. Your right arm goes behind you gently. Lower yourself down. Still on the right hip. Right arm is out behind you. Your head comes down to the mat and you're looking towards the left. One side might be tighter than the other. They typically are. No judgment there. Actually, I can totally tell my left hip is super tight because of this. Ooh, not because of this, but I can tell. I'm breathing. It's an interesting thing about our green chakra. It's right at our heart. How it mixes with science is that our pectoral muscles are called tonic muscles, which are, their job is to tighten. Like you're born and they go, oh, what's my job? And they go, oh, you're to like be a complete pain in the patootie. You're supposed to tighten up. And so what do we need to do? Constantly need to open our heart. So we need to work towards opening our pectoral muscles, stretching them out. It's a practice. If it was easy to do, wouldn't we just love everyone? If you're taking it further, the left leg, the top leg, can go behind you. You do not have to do that. Your leg weighs, anywhere from like 30 to 40 pounds. So sending it behind you means that you're taking a 30, 40 pound weight behind you. You're weighting it down. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Gently and steadily send your left knee back on top of the right. Pull the right arm in. Use the left arm and twist your body back. We're not going to go into child's pose just yet. We're going to do a pigeon. Pull the right knee to the right wrist. Cross the body with the right heel. Left leg behind you. And you might say, Kate, we do pigeon every time. Yes, you are absolutely right. Opening a red base chakra, feeling safe, secure, confident, controlled. Ages 1 through 5. If you're ready to take your body down a little bit further, we're going to do 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Hands come underneath the shoulders, little break dancing, lower down to the right hip, left leg comes up and over, cross, left hand, base of the spine, right arm to the outside of the left knee. Now you can always have both knees bent, or you can straighten the right leg out, take it towards the front of the room. Either are good. Stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. A lot of the time we allow the left hip to almost sink. Lift up and then twist. Left hip presses down. Inhale love. Exhale anger. Inhale kindness. Exhale judgment. Inhale, calm. And exhale, anxiety. Gently untwist, little break dancing. Left knee will come up to the left wrist, however you want to get there. If you go the long way around, there's nothing wrong with that. Pigeon left side, left knee to the left wrist, cross the body with the left heel. And then wherever is comfortable or not so comfortable, right, come on down. We take our time, maybe recognizing where the breath is. If you're holding your breath, maybe even recognizing if you're starting to think about other things, bring it back. I got your time. I got you. Relax into it. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Gently come up onto your hands. Break dancing time. Left hip, roll onto it. Right leg up and over. And once again, you can stay fully twisted, bent knees, or left leg straight in front of you. Right ankle to the outside of the left knee. Twisting towards the back wall. Both shoulders down. Right hip down. Sometimes the hardest part is not only showing up, but the honesty with ourselves. There's freedom in that honesty. Inhale confidence. And exhale animosity. Inhale unity. Exhale alone. And we inhale light. And we exhale the darkness. Gently and slowly untwist, send both legs out in front of you and lie all the way down onto your back. I want you to find your happy space. And if you have a couple moments to just lay and be, I would love for you to be able to do that. Drop the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Keep the shoulders rolled down and back. It is my honor and my privilege to guide you this afternoon. And the light that lives inside of me truly loves the divine light that lives inside of you. Namaste.